Hey guys, this is SanchoWest, and welcome to another episode for the in-game tips and tricks in a top 10 situation, whatever you want to call it, to help you get the victory royale. Thank you guys so much for supporting the previous episode. We're going to use Epic's replay system to break down all the things that's happening, and I'll explain my movement and explain what you need to do. Again, the top tips are your positioning is king. Protect your positioning, hide your positioning, determine whether or not, if you're going to be a passive player, you got to be really solid with your sniper shots, and you're not going to see a lot of those examples. You're going to see something where I protect my positioning and I'm either aggressive and methodically at taking everybody out one by one, or I'm protecting my positioning and waiting to play cleanup. Because remember, when you play cleanup, that pretty much not guarantees, but increases your chances of winning. So we're in close to a top 10 situation, and I am here, and I hear this. I think there's a big fight that's happening up here. I think those are old stuff here, and we're just outside of prison, and let's see what happens here. So I'm going to engage in this fight right here. I have an RPG. Now, I love having an RPG because it allows me to be ultra aggressive. I feel very comfortable with an explosive in my hand, either like a grenade launcher or an RPG. All right, we have a situation here where I'm in a bad spot, right? This guy totally has the high ground, and again, you have to find a way to change the high ground situation. So I think I see him last second. Let's go ahead and play this out. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and build out here. Backing up. Now, okay. Since he has a grenade launcher, and it's very hard to shoot it in front of you, I'm going to go ahead and push forward. Also, you want to be ultra aggressive so they won't continue shooting that launcher. And I shoot that RPG. I think I come very close to hitting this shot. Hold on. It's going to be... do my best to keep him down. Now, at this point, I have the advantage because I know I lit him up for a bit and make sure I'm at gameplay. Okay, now we're going to get into a shotgun battle. Now, again, shotgun battles are 50-50 unless you keep the high ground and you have the life lead. So, clearly, I have both items. I'm going to slow down the action a bit. All right, let's keep it real time. Now, I'm sorry I'm stopping and stopping, but there's a lot of things to teach here. This angle is a notorious angle you're going to fight a lot of people at. And what you want to do is just hold this angle as much as possible, right? This ramp. So I'm going to try to hit one shot and peek. Because what people like to naturally do is continue and wrap around and go up your ramp. Boom, hit him. I got that 9% there. All right, he knocked down my ramp, and that became a 50-50. And then essentially all I did was continue to do, I like that motion of hitting and moving, and that's where the tactical's rate of fire comes into play. All right, I'm going to do my best to grab whatever I can. Because he has a campfire, so I was like, cool, I could use it. I could trade, eat some of the gas. So let's see what's happening, what's going on here as I'm booking it from the gas here. I'm going to wide angle this real quick and see what's going down. Let's pull up the... There's not anybody near me from what I could see. Everybody is in the storm right now, dead center and fatal. If you could see that at the very bottom. I'm the only one out here. So, and there's a couple of people off, maybe deeper in fatal. So let's continue on. At this point, I just want to go ahead and heal up as always. Find a nice safe zone. I'm keeping my eyes off on prison. I know I glanced that way, so keep your eyes on people walking out of the edge. Ooh, I got a chug jug too. So keep your eyes on that edge. That's why I'm always jumping and looking and making sure that I'm okay. Because you don't want someone to run out of it last minute. But this time, the storm, is going to chunk you for big amounts. So if anyone's in there, no doubt that they're hurting. So we're going to do a quick heal here. There is a guy next to me, believe it or not. Let me take a look. See what he's doing. Speed this. He's way on top of this mountain. So he has definitely the advantage over me. But he's distracted. I think I'm on drone attached. Let me get drone free. Okay, let me back this up a bit. Sorry, I was on drone attached. So, okay, I'm still in this heal shack. So that guy definitely has the upper advantage of me, but he doesn't see me. Now, what I do is I decide to get involved in this fight. Okay, I just need to hit it once. Okay, I get involved in this fight. I see this guy building into this cave. I have RPGs. I'm going to do my best to just shoot as many RPGs into this fight. Because I was like, maybe I get lucky with the splash damage. Let me go ahead and light it up. Always like to follow my burst shots, my rockets with shots. So I'm doing all that. 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So I'm doing all that, and this guy, I don't know what he's doing. He totally has the shot on me. He sees me. I know he sees me. Let's see what plays out here. Trying to take a shot at me. That's why you got to keep jumping, guys. Keep jumping. I'm a hard target to hit, especially at that range. He doesn't want to give away his position. So I'm going to continue to push in here. Keep jumping. And I think he's just going to go ahead and come down the mountain. But he's holding on to that angle. Even though the storm, that's not in the storm. You don't want to be too passive and sit up there. You got to get in the circle. As you can see, we have people in the mountain fighting right here. We have a guy deep into this forest. We have people rotating outside. You hear from, you got the guy in there, you got the guy in the stables, and you got the guy in the big house. So Fatal Fields is always an interesting circle because you have these houses that come into play, right, in the barn. What I like to do is I try to find a barn, but of course I always let the storm determine what I do next. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to get in on the edge. I'm keeping my distance away from that because that's going to be a messy fight, and I don't want that. And this guy is just very late into the circle. Jumping. If he would have took a shot at me, I would have turned around. But at this point, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm just scraping the outside. I'm using the terrain, trying to, peek over it by jumping. Doing a little bit of this, and I'm rotating over to the left side, which I'm gambling that no one's going to be on that side because I'm like, you know what? Not a lot of people are going to come from Lucky Landing. Lucky Landing is less amount of people are going to be coming from Lucky Landing than the other places. You got Tilted. You have the entire north side of the map available. The south side of the map or the south side of the circle should be clean. That's why I'm making my way that way. Let's go ahead and speed up the action a little bit. So this is why I'm making this flank right here. It's a nice, clean flank. Now I'm ready to fight. There's this guy over here, and when you build, like I said, a big fort like that, what he easily could have done was build a smaller one, or he could have just hidden somewhere in the big house just to hide his positioning. But now I know where he is. So let's go ahead and slow this back down to normal speed. Now my job here is I'm going to build up as fast as possible. And I'm right on the edge. As you can see, I'm going to build right on the edge. Late game, I like building with iron. Iron is king because people sometimes, the average player won't attack you quick enough. So your iron has time to build, but a strong player will attack you before your iron gets established. I'm going to go ahead and try to rotate. Nice rotation right there. I don't build one in front. There you come. Build the one in front of you. No? Okay. So I see that this guy's peak. I'm going to do my best to get a headshot. Boom. Woo-hoo. I got lucky there. Well, I've been really working really hard on that. When someone has an RPG, you want to do your best because that's they kind of sometimes they stick their head out too long, and I got lucky right there and just ended that. That happened so fast, the game didn't even allow it to scope in. All right, I have a launch pad. Now, my thing with launch pad is you want to go ahead and save them as much as possible because they're really good for movement in the end game. And I'm just betting, let me speed this up a bit. I'm just betting that considering that the circle is this small and that's a pretty tall tower, I can get around the map very effectively. So right now, I personally like to stay on the edges of in-game circles because again, your backside is protected. you're not attracting a lot of people, and you could kind of handle it. Your scope of field's better. It's easier to have this to fight against, right? To have this protected to fight against, versus being dead center in this big tower with this big flower and just taking on. Because look at all the people, look at all the angles you would have to protect yourself. Say if I build here, I would have this to deal with, these guys on this side to deal with, and then of course it may be me, and there of course there's somebody right behind me. Interesting. Let's see how this plays out. I'm gonna go ahead and launch up, get a nice survey of the land, and of course I want that loot. So I'm just gonna. This is barely in a storm, and I see he has a pad as well. I'm gonna go ahead and booby trap that bad boy. Get all the necessary materials I need. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my area. So at this point, I see someone building up, and immediately I launch back up. Let me replay that. I did not like that situation. Let's go ahead and see what I saw. Let's slow it down. Alright, so I got the kill there. So I see this guy building ramps. And I just want to get out of there because I don't want to get one pumped in the face, right? One pumped in the face can happen at this range. No thanks. Okay, so the reason I see what I'm doing, the storm moved. And why am I going to fight that fight and risk getting hit one pump at that close range because I'm not ready for that fight? So I'm going to go ahead and get to the storm, and I'm going to go to the other side of the circle. I'm going to rotate myself and use the launch pad to get to the other side. And went to the high ground, by the way. All right, now I'm ready to. No one's going to be behind me, and now I have this in front of me. So I'm going to keep continuing to play this edge. Now, I like shooting my bursts in and out. It's when you aim and you hit R2. It's a very nice, effective way to use aim assist to your advantage because it kind of resets it. And I don't know why this guy was continuing shooting me with a silenced pistol when he had I think he had like he could at least try to stop me from shooting at him with his grenade launcher. But again, in the heat of the moment. So I'm on this edge. Let's go ahead and pan out, see what's happening here. All right, let's see what's happening here. So I'm doing my best because I have to hurry because I don't, again, when you make noise in this situation, in this close quarters, expect someone else to see you. So this guy's right there. He has a golden scar. Does he see me? Let me go ahead and pan into him. Yeah, he heard the fight. Again, when you shoot, engage in someone, people are going to hear fights. This guy is a little bit deeper. I think he won his battle in here. And then a guy that was, again, this is the top four, right? We're all kind of spread out. And this guy that, came from here. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe he used the pad. I'm not sure. So let's play this out. Because I could show you. Let me just show you what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and cut back to where when I'm fighting this guy. As soon as I started engaging this guy, right? While I'm flying, where's this guy? This guy. No doubt he hears this, so let's stay with him. So he sees this dude. Wow, that guy's hard scoping. So that guy's trying to get something. Now, if you're going to sit there like that, you got to keep your head on the swivel. You can't hard scope. Keep your head on the swivel because, like I said, you protect your positioning. And this guy, I did not know that guy was there, the guy behind the tree. And he had a very sound positioning, but he was trying to snipe me. If you're going to snipe, don't hard scope. Just keep your head on swivel. Constantly move, constantly jump, things like that. Because he still had that. He left a lot exposed. Maybe the other tree, that pine tree on the left, would have been better, like that one right there. All right. So he's going to hear this burst fire in the background. All right. All right, he's reloading. And he had to hear this fight. He's going to go ahead and pull in. Now, at this point, let's go back to me. I have 10 eliminations, so I'm feeling really good right now. This whole match was just felt really crispy. I'm building ramps so I could continually to change my level. He surprises me. At this point, I'm going to do my best, and then I hear a grenade launcher, so things could get sloppy. Remember, you got to return fire. Do my best to get back to the high ground here. Remember those ramps I told you in the previous episode? These ramps are king because they're very hard to hit. Let me just show you how they're hard to hit real quick. You see what I mean? They're just, it looks like a horn. They're very hard to hit, and he would have to take out my structure, so he can't take out my ramp. Right? They're protected. They're just, stop zooming in. They're really protected. Make sure I'm on the, there you go. So at this point, since there's 4 people left, it's a 1v1 and a 1v1 over there. I have an RPG. So he's trying to build up and get the angle on me, but I'm going to go ahead and suppress him with the RPG. Like, let me show you what it looks like on his end real quick, because it's tough to fight. He's backing up. The more he backs up, the better angle he's giving me. And go ahead. I'm drinking the minis. Now he takes a shot, so he's in a bad way. He's going to have to protect himself. Instead, he's going to retreat. Now, like I said, the more he backs up, the better of an angle he gives me. But instead of chasing that down, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the circle is pushing me at this point. I want to get inside the circle and establish another point of dominance. I'm going to use an iron fort here. And he used a porta fort. Let's back up this camera right quick. There we go. See what's happening on the field. So remember, there's a guy way over there in the distance. So there's 3 people left because I guess the other guy died in that fight over there. Yeah, I see he died. Swamp is in trouble. All right. So now T York put himself right smack in the middle between both of us. Between the 2 people. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourself in the middle of the sandwich. I'm going to continue to build up here. See, the porta fort's great and all, but you could attack it right before it gets built. He's a double porta fort. Good lord. When someone does this, attack the bottom, guys. They can't fix the bottom. And I'm going to do my best to attack it before it gets established. He's going to try and dunk me with those grenade launchers. So I'm rushing to try and take out the bottom. Swamp Fox, again, the third guy in this fight, is rotating, just trying to just get the angle on me. Because the Storm is barely pushing him out, so he has to get in. Now, T York has the angle. I want to do my best. When you have a sniper, this is your time to shine. You have to hit the shot sometimes. And I don't know if I do or not. Let's find out. I think I did hit him. Let me replay it because I don't think I heard a sound. I think I did hit him. Popping in and out. Don't want to get hit with the... I've been hit 1,000 times with a headshot and died in this situation. Ooh, okay, so there he is. So with the new peak system that they have, people expose themselves. And even though he has the height advantage, now I have the life lead. Let's jump on me. Let's jump on my cam. So he's in trouble. I know that. And he's going to have to retreat and heal. So I want to continue putting pressure on him, attacking his base. Because he's basically indisposed for 10 seconds. Now the Storm again moved. And I'm outside it. And I'm gonna move now that I have this opportunity that he's suppressed because he's healing. And I'm just gonna get out of there. But not until I take out his fort. The whole thing's gonna come down. Boom. Another kill. So when you know you hit somebody for like 90 to like 100%, and you know you got that, you know you have 10 seconds to do whatever, either to push or to take out their fort or to heal yourself. Some people, it's rare, they will attack you when they're that low on life. But on console, I think it's rare. So at this point, it's pretty much a GG, right? I have the upper advantage. I have the life lead. This guy, the Storm's going to push him in because let's just jump on board him. Let's free cam it. He is, the Storm, as you can see on the map, he still has a way to go towards me. So I could sit here and wait for the Storm to continue to push him. But he's low on life, and it's just a nasty angle that I have, especially with RPGs. Let's play this out. So he's on the edge of the Storm, and he has to come towards me. Let me back this up a bit. Sorry. He's trying to make a play for that loot, which is a crazy play. All right. No doubt. RPG, like I said, sometimes when you've been in these situations, it's the GG. I just have to keep hitting him, the RPG. Is another GG. There you go. See the beauty of all that happening was just it's simply as, again, keeping the edge. The big play that I made was going from over here, right? I was over here and I launched way over here to rotate the circle to change positioning and to give myself the advantage. And then also the big play was hitting the guy with the sniper shot, right? To knock him off, to get the life lead, to have the ability to knock down his fort. So again, guys, I appreciate you guys enjoying these tips. If you have any other questions, please comment down below. I will do my best to get to them. I appreciate your guys' support. And I hope this does help you, and I hope you get some victory royales. And I want to point this out. This is not the only way to play. There's other ways to play. So, just continue to have fun and give yourself the little wins in order to, get the big win. The little wins will build to the big win. What do I mean by that? Is don't get yourself down if you choke a situation or you blow a 1v1 when you have the upper advantage. It happens. It happens to me 1,000 times, and I learn from my mistakes. I'm trying to help you guys learn from your mistakes. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next episode. And as always, oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all that kind of awesome stuff and share with your friends. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.